Hey yo, welcome back to another Arknights game. Yeah, hooray. Okay, yeah, this game mode confusing as all hell. So let's just get right onto it. First screen you see is this one. You gotta select the operators you want to bring with you. These are the units I want to bring with me. Luna Cup? Let me think. She's okay, but she doesn't. I don't hate Luna Cup, but she doesn't really. How do I say this? She doesn't really do enough damage. I guess I'll bring Firewatch. Feed them up full. There we go. Replenished. And this is where I'll be starting out. Okay, first things first, when you first pull up this game mode, you see a screen like this. License at the black market. You have some supplies here. Usually this will be 2. I now have 7. I'll show you later why that is so. The Cutter, Magellan, they just happen to hop right in. Every day you get 2 of these random units that just hop right into your roster. These are the emergency units in case you completely run out of energy and have nothing to go off of. But let's just change this a little and switch over to you, and for good measure, you, I think, or you. No, you. No, I'm bringing Ling, so it's okay. I'm bringing Blue Woman, so I'll stick with this squad for my Hunter-Gatherer. This menu is confusing. So this middle button, not sure if you can see this middle button here, that's where your operators are. This replenish button tells you electrolyte isotonic limit reached. Yeah, you see this thing, don't think too hard about it. If you've played Death Stranding, yeah, that thing basically, filters like rainwater and like wheat into fucking Monster Energy drink. Same idea here. You're putting food in there and turning it into an energy drink to feed the operators with. It tastes like crap, but no one cares. Okay, sorry, moving a bit too fast. This triangle here, you see it? Good. Everything here will be your main, what's that called? Your main, Your main carte, if you will. This is the build. This is the build that you're going with. The reason I have 7 wheat is because I built wheat. You see, I decided to focus on wheat production quite early on, as you can see. These 7 wheat down here at this bottom region will give me 7 wheat every day, which is good because wheat is how you turn, Wheat is how you turn food resources. No, wheat is how you get a stable source of food to turn into Monster Energy drink for your operators. And this cooking recipe thing, don't worry too much about that. This will happen when you need it to. This will apply to you when you need it to, so don't worry about that too much. It's more for mid game and late game when you need to buff the operators that you're using and you have set operators that you really like to use. One example, if you will, is this one. Give operator a max HP plus 10% bonus when it's eaten. Give operators a defense 6% bonus when eaten, as well as a deployment cost -2 buff. If you have a unit like, what's that called? What's the word I'm looking for? Texas Diomatosa. Yes, if you have a unit like Texas Diomatosa, you give them the deployment cost. Food. You make every deployment cheaper for them. It's pretty good. If you know what you're doing with the food recipes, go for it. Don't let me stop you. But if you don't know what you're doing, just don't worry about that. This center part inventory literally just shows the inventory that you have. I have 30 of these foods. I have 5 of these stones, I have some of this rice, and that's just what I'm going to start with, and that's fine. Okay, so research and development. This is the important one. This is where you craft all of the tools that are useful to you. So let's just run down what type they are, shall we? I'm gonna switch over to type. You can see there's quantity owned, there's rarity, there's type. I'm just gonna run down the type. Basic gathering hub. This thing is the one that showed up in the tutorial. You put it down, it's going to send out a bunch of bots. It's very useful. I will demonstrate how you can use this later. But for now, let's just craft 2 of them. I need them after all. So, Advanced Gathering Harp. This is similar, but it takes stone instead of wood, which is pretty good. Crabby Pumpy, I will take 1, thank you very much. Wasteland Support Mine Landmine set. Some of these have what's that called? Some of these have the ability to give you a what's that called? To give you one of those tools that you get for some stages, like the SP regeneration tool, Snow Sun's support, what's that called? Snow Sun's escape rope, support landmine sets, monitoring towers give you vision over an area, executive gathering harp. You can take your time reading through all those, but for early game, you won't have the leeway or luxury to do so. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Road to Prosperity, this is a fascinating thing indeed, but yeah. Basically, yeah, you gotta unlock them procedurally, like kind of like what was the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like IS, I guess, but this game mode is time limited and pretty grindy, so I don't blame you if you think of it as a chore. I think of it as a chore sometimes myself, but yeah, let's not focus so much on that. Okay, that's basically the base. You will have to do X, you have to do Y and Z and so on in order to survive. So let's talk more about how you're actually going to handle these stages. Some of these stages will have conversations. You can choose what's that called? You can choose one of these choices to go under. Sight never before seen hand appearing on the golden sands, forest on the distant horizon, sea of trees delighting everyone with the possibility of an undiscovered oasis, desert heat wave distorts the scene in front of you, your tribespeople urge you in their excitement to send a dispatch. Do you send more people? Do you send less people? Or does it look a bit strange to you? Do you think it's a mirage? If you send more people, you can send 4 of them, they'll all lose 1 stamina each, and you'll get 30 to 40 wood. If you send 2 people, you get 20 to 40 wood. Are you willing to take a 2-day delay? Or are you willing to take a 4-day delay? That's the thing, isn't it? So I guess I'll be sending more people, honestly. In the evening when the heat sets, people kept looking in his direction until it's no longer visible. He suddenly brings out a story of how he was a child and ended up went to an ancient city that suddenly appeared. In the end, they only discovered how empty the place was. I'm going to send more people. My team earlier consisted of Blue Woman, Project Raid, and... oh, I can't remember. Was it you? Or was it you? I can't remember, but I guess this is what the both of you are for. I can send Shin, and I can send... let me think. I'll send Firewatch, I think. Yeah, I'm not in a rush. I can afford this, so... that's... all 4 of them are sent, and they'll come back in 2 days' time. Let's not worry about that for now. Hunting area. Normally you need to enter these stages to hunt for food and so on. I don't have to worry about it. You know why? Because I've already got, what's that called? A wheat production, so I'm not really aching for food. But I am aching for fresh water. And so I'm trying to look for a stage where I can get water. That doesn't give me water, that gives me water, but it's miserly trap. This one says miserly trap, and it worries me a little. It said that some miserly lots would rather destroy trees with their ballistae than let tribespeople cut them down. They also set the logging time at night just to collect more taxes on the oil lamps. It's pretty bad, and it's a drought as well, so you have to redeploy for long. So it takes longer for you to redeploy. That being said, I have a what's that called? An ensemble of units here that I can bring with me. But for this and this specific event, I shall bring Noir Corn with me, and I'm going to feed him with one of these sweets. Let's just put 4 of them in there, squeeze the energy in, and feed him up. Let me think if I want to bring another one to make the collection easier. I guess so. I'll bring another one to make the collection easier. Okay, let's go. We're good. We can begin. Why am I picking this stage? Well, because I want the water. I want the water very, very much. And you know what? I'm gonna watch. Okay, so this row that I'm clicking on, that one doesn't have arrows flying across. That one doesn't have arrows flying across either. So, and it mainly comes from the bottom as well as from the right. So you want to protect the bottom and the right if you are looking to grind out those at least. Now that it's farming out, I want to move this into my water to milk out the water supply. There are no boats here, and there are no boats here. In other words, if I want to set up a decent machine, I should set it up here. One should be enough, I think. I don't need both of them. Yeah, and the machine doesn't get damaged if I'm doing it this way, so I'm perfectly fine with this arrangement. Next, let's make the harvesting faster on hold. Let me think. I'll do it at the top side instead. Sure, what? No, I'm not hitting anything, but... oh, whatever. I'll do it this way. It's a very miserly trap, as you can tell. The title wasn't kidding that this trap is very miserly. If you're worried, just put your units there, let them farm it out, let them attack. If they are coming for the machine, I should attack them. They are coming for the machines, I have to kill them. I'm sorry. It didn't have to be this way. You chose violence and you shall be met with violence. I'm so sorry. Stupid crap. Alright, you get to come back. You can notice that the redeployment time is 22 seconds. Yeah, it's real nasty. Just saying, it's real nasty. Where do I collect the... over there. Got it. Well, it's a time where I can rely on Norcon's quick deployment in order to bring back that wood over here. It's nearing the end after all, so... boop. Retreat. Boop. Retreat. And keep going. Use your skill. As you can tell, since the mech is right... oh, no! Something's attacking it! You piece of shit! You piece of shit! That's not supposed to happen! Go away! Oh! But yeah, you can tell that the miserly trap is pretty bad, but if you know what you're doing, if you position your units carefully and you position your construct carefully, you'll be able to salvage materials relatively safely. And thanks to that, I got extra wood and I got extra water. The water machine was just sitting there soaking it all up, and the wood machine was hard at work. You saw how hard at work it was, right? I now have 8 units of water and 32 units of wood. You know what I'm gonna do with it? You know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna make more of these wheat. And there we go. Instead of crafting that, however, I am more interested in crafting a second pump. There we go. I have a second pump now. I can advance my, what's that called? Yeah, I can advance my act right now. I'm just having a look over here. Sneak into an underground bazaar that he told you about. You wanted to grab some of the good stuff. You didn't expect the guards to show up and spoil all the stuff there. What the? No! Ugh. Ask what the guard's selling and they give you that. Or you could give them a tower and they reveal all undiscovered zones within 2 spaces. If you've built one, you can use it to strategically look for the areas that you want to look for. But for now, since you're out of things to do, we'll just advance the day forward by 1. This animation is the worst part, honestly. It takes forever to load and it's not even nice. Ugh. Right, should explain a little bit more about this. Thanks to the wheat I have in base, I get 7 every day, so I can convert some of these into my monster energy tank. So, as a result of that, I'm pretty good, I think, in terms of oh, that's complete. Okay then. I'm pretty good in terms of food supply, so I can focus on material collection, and that's what I may just do. I've collected a good number of the wood here, as you can see. I've collected about let me do some maths. This is 26 units. I've collected like 26 units. That's a pretty good haul. Next, there are stone. Next, I get stone over here. I would like to farm some stone. Thank you very much. Let's feed up my 2 defenders again, because I need them. Before I continue though, let's just check the stats, alright? Redeployment time plus 50. So don't be shy to bring a second unit if you need to. I'm just gonna feed these up. This time I'm gonna switch over to you. And I'm going to focus on assassinating. Sure, that's fine. That's fine with me. One last thing I'd like to bring along, just in case. Any other units I feel like bringing with me? I could bring Spectre, but do I need Spectre? That's the real question. Do I need Spectre? You gotta think about this a little bit. I'll be at this defending nature stage. I'm expecting resistance from these 4 units, as well as the wildlife over here that basically gives food units when you kill it, which is nice. Yeah, the crab legs, the 2 crab legs. If you kill those 2 crabs, you get crab legs. Adorable things, honestly. So, I think I have everything I need so far. I can put Gummy next to Ling, next to Blue Woman to keep her alive. I can use Cantabile S2 to build more SP over the long term. Or do I want S1? Hard choice, honestly. I like S2 better. But S1 could be just what I need. For this particular stage at least. Let's see. Portable planting troll. I don't think I need this, right? Produces rice daily. Up to 12 constructs of the same type can be deployed. Well, above anything else, let's just get started on this first, I guess. Normally, this is where I think about where I should put this rice. The bottom area is completely segregated from the normal battle space. So this is where you can at least have 7 rice every time. So you at least have some positive. But if I'm planning on building a bigger farm, I'm guessing it has to be here or here. Yeah, it's probably here. I'll probably make like a zigzag form here. I'll probably make a triangle of barricades, and then I'll put the wheat all around that in a triangle formation. That way the enemies can't get in. But before I get to that development, I need to make sure that my urban style barriers are stronger than their current form. I will, no, not you. I will unselect my portable planting troll for now. Thank you. Yeah, let's get to it then. Alright. Let's get some rocks out of the way. I like rocks. Don't you like rocks? Do you like rocks? I like rocks. So basically you want to use this game mode to ensure you get operators to deploy every day. After you get a consistent strategy in deploying your units, you'll be able to really rake up the profits. I'm going to take out these first. Ah, they're just bushes. I thought those were rocks, but you never know. With these things, you rarely ever know. I will put one, what's that called? I'll put one defender there for now. And I will place... That's not very good, honestly. But that'll have to be better than nothing, I guess. That thing, that fucking, what's it called, crusher, has a very awful patrol pattern. It will always rest around that region. And I'm sick of it, so I'm going to place it intentionally out of the range for my benefito. Let me just, nope, not yet there. Not there yet. There we go, okay. Next, let's just do some preliminary scouting then. Put you here. Peek. Kosori. Let's just gain some DP while I'm waiting. Yeah, that stupid crusher patrols this region to stop you from mining those rocks. I just want to expose those rocks for now. But yeah, it's pretty troublesome. It's pretty damn troublesome. Notice how they just walk backwards. Notice how there's two of them. Yeah, it's god awful. Those fucking defenders. They ruin my day all the time. It's awful. I don't know how to think about it anymore. Aside from them, I'm pretty sure there are other things to harvest as well, right? Around the map. That's one way you can check. You can always pause the game at any time, tap on your operator, and watch for tiles that are undeployable for melee units. Those tiles which can't be deployed often have materials or resources trapped there, which are otherwise unable to be taken. I will now do this and do it this way. That way, all of what's it called? All of the things collected by Gami can be collected by Gami. It makes no sense, I say it that way. But yeah. The things collected by Gami can be collected by Gami. Yeah, I understand that Noakon is taking quite the beating there. I should be swapping you for the... I can't deploy on that space yet. I guess not. Can I deploy on that space now? Yes, yes I can. Okay, let's go. Let's go, baby, let's go. Okay. Alright, you've lost your effectiveness. Swap over to you. Use your skill. Bleed. Bleed. Bleed them as much as possible. And there we go. Not a bad collection. Not a bad collection. I think I've collected a fair bit. I've like 9 units of water, 9 units of rock, 1 crab leg. That's that poor crab that attacked me in the early game. Feels bad. But yeah. And I got extra drops as well. I got some crude gold. I got some red horns, foul beast egg. I got more fresh water. That's lovely. And I also got devil's licorice. You do this, you grind up the materials you want, and you build up for what you like. Eventually you'll hit critical mass. But the steps to actually hit critical mass aren't quite as easy as they seem, unfortunately. One of the... well, let me just do it this way. That way I can at least show you what critical mass should look like. I'm just giving a demonstration thus far, but yeah, you can see all of these. You have fortification 2, which can be used to block off roads, and it's able to take a beating. Defensive platform that allows one to look out for enemies and attack from high ground. Reinforced with Originum technology, offers sufficient protection to allow those on it to retreat when attacked, which is pretty good, honestly. But that's not the one I'm looking for. The one I really want to find is a roadblock that is camouflaged. If I can find the bloody thing. Combat readiness, resource planting 2, resource planting 2, no, not quite. Mint is interesting. It allows you to combine those into crude gold, so you can milk out the crude gold from water and stone in case you have an overproduction. Trans-regional comms station. This one's good to have, honestly. This allows you to save your progress every run. It's a good thing to build up in the early game. In fact, you can do it if you want to. You can focus your efforts towards building this every stage. That way, once you once you reach this, just make sure to survive until day 9, and then you can use this to retreat with all of your things unlocked. Sometimes you unlock tokens and other stuff that you might find very, very handy to have. And that's just what it's meant for. I can't find it. Was it this? Camouflage device? No. Hypnotic sensor, support gas, trans-regional station, mint number 2. Where is it? Where is it? There is this one roadblock that stealths itself. Is it you? Oh, it is you! Blocks enemy path, forcing them to go around it, reinforce, and it gains camouflage. Because it has camouflage, it is able to shrug off most of the enemy attacks, which is pretty good. That's a good one to build for as part of your critical mass. This is also, no, not you. This is also part of your critical mass, and this is also part of your critical mass. All of the items have their own effects, have their own purposes, as long as you know what you're doing, which you probably don't, but as long as you have a vague idea of what you want to do in general for these cycles, you should more or less be able to clear this mode with ease. What you want to do, so let's just give a summary just in case. You want to strengthen your base, you want to make wheat, you want to protect your wheat supply, and you want to ensure that the base survives the wheat bombardment, if you will. You want to ensure the wheat survives, and any excess wheat beyond your initial 7 survives the bombardment of enemies. Not a hard task, I think. Not a hard task at all. I guess I'll start on making some. I guess I'll start on making the what's that called? Not you. The thing I said earlier that helps me hit critical mass. Not you. You. Trans-regional comm station. This allows This allows the comm station to activate after day 9 of each round. So as long as you survive upwards to day 9, we're now at day 2, but you keep doing this cycle over and over again until day 9, and you'll be able to retreat with your progress intact. That means you get to keep the resources you have on hand, you get to keep the tokens you've discovered. I actually discovered a token, but I lost that run, so I kind of lost it forever. It was a broken compass. It allowed me to have 3x a day, which is pretty good, honestly, pretty good. But yeah, it's your choice as to how you want to tackle these stages. So I guess that's all from me for now. This is a beginner, this is how to kickstart your beginner's journey for this particular game mode. Good luck out there, Doctor. I'll see you for the intermediate guide soon, I guess. Bye bye.